presented by Under Armour, is finally here, baby, as the Sixers and Pelicans get set to do battle right there at the Smoothie King Center and right here on NBC Sports in Philadelphia. So
they do, and right now I think both teams energized, playing with enthusiasm. I expect a good one.
Joel starting things up top. This is a matchup that you and I are very interested in seeing tonight. Joel and Jonas Valanciunas, the new big guy with Steven Adams. That's when you know it's an alum talking, right?
Exactly.
From one Kentucky kid to another. Tobias Harris with the takeaway. Probably most worried about tonight, right? As coach said in the pregame, 24 points last year. Joel said he wanted to shoot more than this year.
Good response from Pelicans.
There's Maxey getting into the paint. We know he loves looking for a foul, doesn't get it.
You can hear him pleading his case.
And there's Valanciunas, the big man, run a glass and down to Joel. Got 4 minutes gone, first quarter. Left alone on the wing.
So it ain't a painted area, but it's the lane. You know what I mean.
We know what you mean. There's Alexander Walker. And with the absence of obviously Lonzo Ball and Eric Bledsoe in New Orleans this year. Joel all the way to the rack, taking advantage. Team with just 4. See if somebody else wants to get into the action on the offensive end. Maybe it'll be Seth Curry pulling up and knocking down.
DHO, the dribble handoff from Joel to Seth. Turns his shoulders, ready to shoot.
Hart pulls up and hits.
The Pelicans for those 50-50 loose balls.
Tobias asking for it on the mismatch, and he'll head to the line. R&I will be back with you here on NBC Sports Philadelphia on Sunday. Sidestep three-pointer.
He's made that first one. It's almost an impetus for him to shoot more. Sixers got to keep an eye on that.
Great high look.
V-cut, you take him high, then he went low, and Josh Hart late on it.
Maxey turning the corner. Nice move there. Here's Ingram putting it on the deck, dishing off to Alexander Walker. Here's Harris driving baseline, swatted by Ingram. Brandon Ingram trying to go coast to coast. And Joel having the knee looked at as the Sixers turn it over. Here comes Graham for the bucket.
I'm keeping him off the boards.
Number 1 on Temple as Korkmaz goes around and
touchdown.
Final minutes of this first quarter. Matisse fighting around the screen. Ingram.
I've never gone there, no matter how early or late, where there wasn't a ridiculous line.
Thought you were going to say you've never gone there. As
I see, I eat.
Do folks know about the candy problem that my partner has?
Well,
it's Ingram.
It's just unfortunate.
Joe leaves it for Drummond. Great pass, and Matisse it up.
It's one thing to have a good idea. It's another thing to execute that idea.
Yang left wide open on.
Fouling, Niang keeping that inside position.
Big screen from Drummond. Niang from the sideline rattles home another. Joe. Guarded closely by Lewis, and the turnover. And that's going to be one of the problems by the Detroit Pistons.
More of a comfort dribble, just putting it on the floor so you can be comfortable out there.
Step back for Lewis, and handing off to Marshall on the baseline, and Najee Marshall will go to the line. Alexander Walker way off on the free throw, and Tyrese Maxey tracking down the rebounds. Curry, step back, and he hits it. Lewis Jr. across the lane, leaves it for Ingram. Shot clock winding down on Valanciunas. Oh, nice fadeaway by doing well to get out of the way.
That is 3 or 4 from point-blank range for Valanciunas. He's missed.
And a nice to the charity stripe yet in this ball game, and I think all of us will take that.
Yeah, cleanly played game.
Speaking of rebounds, 2:20 to go, first half. Valanciunas.
Valanciunas is struggling from short range.
A 2-for-1 opportunity for Joel, and the 6. Graham taking his time up top, leaving it for Ingram, who sails to the hoop.
Ingram buckets like that. Imagine what Zion Williamson's going to feast on.
Final shot of the first half. Harris into the lane and gets it to go.
Stressful.
More candy for me.
Sitting next to you is easier.
Great ball movements by the Sixers. Joel lost it, got it back, and
Giving JoJo that jumper, the lesser of two evils.
Graham, it'll give and go with Valanciunas, fading away, and that's a tough shot.
Transition.
I like that, license to shoot.
I never had that. I was told the opposite.
Whatever you do,
Yeah.
don't
Ass.
shoot.
Don't.
The product is questionable to return tonight after suffering a right knee contusion in the first half. Harris using the strength.
But now it makes sense. You can see that sense of urgency on him back then.
Sixers on a little bit of a run here. Seth taking it to the hoop, using the glass and rattling. Just over 2 minutes here in the third quarter. Came into the second half, all squared 53. And as I mentioned, Sixers have turned it on the last few. That wasn't a part of his game for a long time, but just like Joel, he has worked to extend it the last few years. Oh, what a drive, Tobias.
A lockdown defensive unit. Are they going to have multiple scorers here? Got a couple starters mixed in with this unit as well.
And so a lot of these guys perform very well. Does not get the roll, Drummond the rebounds.
Good challenge on that drive, not allowing open looks.
Harris kicking to Curry from the wing. Big bucket for Seth as he team, but doing well on the defensive end so far.
Well, and
fourth quarter.
Excuse me, Kate, and content to finding other ways besides scoring to contribute.
And as we all know, that is so important. Season opener.
Yeah, just neither team really established a prolonged momentum.
Ingram.
Wow.
Nice move on the block.
Thing of handling the ball, so they're trying to find a way because Drummond is going to command that ball and they have to play off of him. So this is going to take some time for them to build that chemistry.
All right, we're going to talk about that and more after the Sixers game on post-game.
With just over 9.5 to go, regular season opener here in New Orleans. As we mentioned, Sixers coming home to Philly.
Base to operate, but he is so good at executing.
Now leading all scores with 23. Korkmaz is yet to hit a three tonight, and there it is. Ingram looking for more, leaves it short. Drummond the rebounds. Let's see if the second unit can do what Mark and the coach just talked about. Back-to-back threes. Again, running the point for the Sixers. We approach the 8-minute mark. Drummond, the screen, and Korkmaz has another.
The incredible rebounder, showing you he's more than that.
Korkmaz kicking out to Niang for three. George loses it. Here comes Ingram, and well done by Thibault to track back and steal it back. Korkmaz,
Wow.
make it 4 in the fourth.
To protest.
Maxey content to take his time again with this now comfortable lead. The Maxey floater. Does he have one wasn't nearly as pretty?
You can't do it like he
Maybe
does.
I'm biased. I don't know.
I will tell you this, Maxey, I'm sure like the rest of his Sixer teammates, just good to get it. It's just nice to get back to hooping again, doing what you do.
Sixers ended the third quarter on a 22-8 run. And on another nice little...
And to impress, best way to find out how you mesh is to play hard together.
Korkmaz trying to get it down to Andre. Drummond turning the corner and season win over the Brooklyn Nets, who again will be at the Wells Fargo Center on Friday night for the home opener. That'll be a national broadcast, and then Ala and I will be back here on NBC.
Add Drummond to that mix. I think perhaps the best center, backup center Joel has ever had.
Murphy well short on the three-point attempt. Hayes the follow. 37-7.
Well, and on the road, you can't ask for anything more from your second unit. Usually at home, the advantage goes to the home second unit. But on the road to do that.
Develop.
Yep, 76ers starting to stamp their mark on the game in the second half, and things headed their way from then on.
Murphy hits the corner. Too strong on the three-point attempts.
There's no time to be shy. Shoot that thing.
And Murphy from way outside, rattling. Well, Charles, we will remember it. As this one comes to a close here at the Smoothie King Center. Great fourth quarter by Furkan.